the special meeting of the Temple City Unified Board of Education. May I have a roll call vote? Roll call. I'm here. Donna Georgino.
Here.
Member Sneed.
Here.
Member Lynn.
Here.
Member Smith.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's it for that one, right? Number 2.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just want to start off by just thanking everyone who's here in the middle of their winter break. Thank you so much. And we'll go on to item number 3, public comment on closed session agenda items. Do we have any?
No, we don't.
Okay, so in closed session, item 4, we will be discussing personnel matters, under Government Code 54957, public employee discipline, dismissal, and release. And item 2, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation under Government Code 54956.9. D4, we got one case. May I have a motion and a second to adjourn to closed session?
So moved.
We got Member Sneed on the motion and Member Smith on the second. Roll call vote. Member Lynn?
Yes.
Member Sneed?
Yes.
Member Georgino?
Yes.
Member Smith?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. The motion passes 5-0. We can convene to closed session.
See you in an hour.
Okay, I think it's a half
No.
hour.
Half an hour.
Oh, okay, great.
It's only 30 minutes.
You'll
Don't
miss
do
it
that.
all, Chris, if
I
you,
almost had a heart
don't
attack.
come back
No,
for an
30
hour.
minutes.
Okay.
And it's
All right,
live
see you
feed, so I'll
guys.
see you guys.
What?
It's recording us, so see you.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
you're on twice, but it doesn't look like either one are audio.
I know. Oh.
Okay, it is 5:30 and we will go to item 6, which is to convene to open session. May I have a motion and a second?
Moved.
I'll move.
Okay, I have a motion from member Smith and a second from member Georgino. And we'll go to the vote. Member Sneed,
Yes.
member Georgino,
Yes.
member Lynn,
Yes.
I'm a yes, and member Smith.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That passes, item 6 passes 5-0. We'll move on to item 7, an announcement. Tonight's meeting is being digitally recorded. And we'll move on to item number 8, Pledge of Allegiance by member Georgino.
Thank you. Would everyone please stand and place their hand over their heart? Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, member Georgino. Before we move on to item 8, just a couple of things. First of all, I hope everyone's having a wonderful winter break, and thank you so much for being here during your winter break to help us get through district business. Also wanted to say that that we have a public hearing coming up at 17A. So if you are interested in making a public comment, please email public comment at TCUSD.net. Okay. So we'll move on to item 9, which is announcements of actions taken during closed session. We had no actions taken. So we'll move on to item number 10, which is changes to the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda? Okay. Hearing none, we'll move on to item 11, approval of agenda by roll call vote. Can I get a motion and a second?
I move.
Okay.
Second.
Motion by member Sneed, second by member Lynn. We'll do the vote, preferential vote from student board member Lee.
Yes.
Okay. I am a yes. Member Smith,
Yes.
member Georgino,
Yes.
member Sneed,
Yes.
and member Lynn.
Yes.
Okay. Item 11 passes 5-0. Now we move on to item number 12, which is public comment on agendized and non-agendized items. And we did have a couple of public comments that came in early December. And I'm just, here we go. We got it.
Melissa, do you want to let them know about Kim's situation right now?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought I saw her, but all right. So Dr. Fricker is joining us, but there were some technical difficulties based probably due to the rain. So she is joining via telephone through member Smith's profile. So she is here and present, but when member Smith's box lighted up, it could be
Anybody.
it could be either
Could
member
be my
Smith
dog.
or Dr. Fricker. All right. So we are on to item number 12. And we do have some public comments that came in December. This first one from Cheryl Lee dated December 9th. It says, Good afternoon, Superintendent Dr. Fricker. My name is Cheryl Lee, and I am the parent of a 10th and 12th grader who are very active and participate in various extracurricular activities. I want to take this opportunity to voice my concerns about issues and the overall direction of the district. There is no reason for me to repeat some of the public comment that were mentioned at last night's board meeting. I'm sure they were heard loud and clear by those needing to hear it. I heard that the dance concert was approved yesterday, although we don't have any clarifications regarding the conditions expected of the students and the staff. I will temper my expectations until we see the documentation, which leads me to the biggest issue that I and other parents have, which is a lack of confidence and trust in the district's leadership. My children have attended these schools from kinder to the present, and we chose TCUSD because of the quality of education and strong community support. This district is well renowned for its academics, performing arts, science, and athletic programs. I feel that this district has regressed. It is no longer student focused and seems to be far more concerned with compliance. While there needs to be a focus on accountability, it shouldn't be at the expense of the opportunities of the students. I see blanket statements about serving the needs of the student population, but from what I and other parents have seen, the actions of the district have been contradictory to those mission goals while using the threat of COVID-19 as the reason. If there was no vaccine available, then it's understandable, but that is no longer the case. Is the district more interested in protecting those who are afraid of the virus and or those who are willing to take the vaccine? TCUSD has an outstanding student body that is just as good and capable as any high performing school district in the country. It is a shame that the district has chosen to stomp out their spirits and take away their opportunities and the once in a lifetime memories that they could be creating today. I'm not interested in hearing about the blame game because contracts are always agreed upon by both parties. As they say, it takes two to tango. And I and other parents are interested in an immediate resumption of all activities for the students of TCUSD without further delay. No offense to the families who are concerned about the virus spreading, but they have the choice to not attend events, and they always have the option to have their students study virtually. The mental and social damage to the majority of the student body that want to resume a normal life, in my opinion, far outweighs those concerns. Lately, I've been hearing more voices of discontent and discussions amongst parents of sending students to neighboring districts that do not limit their opportunities. It is sad to even hear those conversations because we take such a great pride in our district. Superintendent Dr. Fricker, we need you to stand up and fight on behalf of the students for once. I believe that is your primary function. You have the power to stop the district's current trajectory and ongoing commitment to mediocrity and turn it back into progressive and student-focused organization that it once was. Let the students and the staff do what they do best and let them shine. Please stop getting in their way. Sincerely, Cheryl Lee. The next public comment is from, it looks like a person named Mary. It's dated December 9th, and it says, "Dear board members, I am Mary, a mother of two students. One is a freshman in TCHS, and the other one is in Longden. I have some concerns about the COVID-19 rules imposed by the district. Since the school district enforces stricter rules than the county, many school activities are canceled, which negatively affect our students in many ways. Immediately after we parents bring up the issue that you have made your own strict COVID rules without reasoning or statistics and do not follow the LA County COVID rules, you send us a survey the next day with the first question asking if parents agree that you put our children's safety and well-being as a top priority. For that kind of question, of course, the answer is agree. But since most parents do not know that you have made your own rules and you do not agree with most indoor activities, why don't you be frank and explain your policies to us first? Then should you ask us if we agree with your policies or not? The second survey question is whether the communication from the district office is adequate. If you don't even show us all of your hidden policies, how can we trust that you are trying your best to communicate with us? Please carefully design your survey questions and let us believe that you are trying to address our concerns and not trying to trick us. Our kids are now under high stress and pressure due to COVID. When you make decisions, please make them based on facts, not fear. High school students only have a little bit of time left before they graduate. Please consider and offer opportunities for those kids that want to participate in activities. Thank you, Mary. Do we have any other public comments?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right, so we are moving on to the discussion information segment of our agenda. And item 14 is reviewing the Williams complaints quarterly summary for October 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021. Christopher?
Melissa,
Oh,
you missed
yeah.
number 13, written communications.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so public comment. Let's move back to item number 13. Are there any written communications? All right. Then we will move on to the discussion information items. And item number 14 with the Williams complaints quarterly summary from October 1st through December 31st, 2021. Christopher, are you up for that? Mr. Holmes?
I wasn't provided with the Williams complaint information. Marie, do we have that information?
Yes, we do have it, and it was posted. There were no complaints this quarter.
Okay. I hadn't
Okay.
heard that there were any complaints, but I wanted to verify with
No.
my expert.
Correct. There were none.
Okay, so there were none. It looks like that is all we have for discussion information items. And so we will move on to discussion action agenda. And we'll start off with administration, item number 15, adoption of resolution 2122-17, recognizing a state of emergency and reauthorizing teleconferencing meetings pursuant to AB 361. This is a routine item that we're doing so that our next meeting can be done via Zoom. Kim, did you want to add anything?
No, just that it has to be done every 30 days. And with the December meeting to the January meeting, since there's only one meeting a month, that it exceeded the 30 days, which prompted the need for a special meeting to do this.
Okay, great. So may I have a motion and a second for item number 15?
Move to approve.
Okay, we have member Smith motion. I think I saw member Georgino say second. So that's second by first, a motion by member Smith, second by member Georgino. We can go to the vote, preferential vote from student board member Lee.
Yes.
Okay, we will start with member Smith,
Yes.
member Lynn,
Yes.
member Sneed,
Yes.
member Georgino.
Yes.
I'm a yes. So item number 15 passes 5-0. And we
Well-
move on. Yep.
If I could just ask, at our last meeting, I thought you said you preferred voice motions and seconds. Am I out of line or is?
No,
too-
not at all. It helps because I'm not always looking up at the screen.
Okay.
So it does help. Thank you. Okay, so we'll move on to educational services. Item number 16, approval of educator effectiveness block grant EC section 41480A. This says Christopher Holmes. Is that Kim are you going to go with this one or?
Yeah, I
Is
can
it Chris?
just go. This was the presentation that we had the last board meeting for discussion information on the block grant. It also has a due date of December 31st for the board to take action to approve a grant submission. So this is just the action portion.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I think I'm supposed to do the motion, the second, then the vote, then the discussion. So I'll do that going forward. All right, can we get a motion and a second for item number 16?
Move.
Okay, member Sneed motions,
Oh, second.
member Georgino seconds, and we will go to a roll call vote. Preferential vote from student board member Lee.
Yes.
Okay, member Georgino,
Yes.
member Smith,
Yes. Yes.
member Lynn,
Yes.
Member Sneed?
Yes.
And I am a yes. And so that item number 16 passes 5-0. And we already got the discussion. So we're good to go. That passes 5-0. Okay, so we are on to item 17A, which is approval of opening a public hearing to approve TCUSD's preschool name and logo. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Okay, so we got member Smith with the motion and member Lynn with the second. And we will go to roll call vote. I'm a yes. Member Lynn?
Board member?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So we got member Lynn, yes. Preferential vote from student board member Lee
Yes.
and member Sneed,
Yes.
member Georgino,
Yes.
and member Smith.
Yes.
Okay, so at 5:45, we open up the public hearing with a 5-0 vote to open up the public hearing. Do we have any comments from the public? Marie, anything?
Actually, no, we don't have any public comment on it, but I believe that myself and Kim received a summary from Nikki Wong, the director, and she did hold her first advisory meeting, and she did meet with, I think, the majority, if not all of the people on the advisory, and they were all in favor of the logo and the logo and the mascot. So that's
And the
where she's
name?
at right now, and she should be having another meeting coming up in January.
And the name as well, right? The logo,
Yes,
the
the name
name.
and the logo.
They
Yes.
approved the name as well.
Okay. Okay, so seeing no additional public comments, we'll move to 17B, which is approval of closing a public hearing to approve TCUSD's preschool name and logo. Can I get a motion and a second?
I move.
So member Sneed is with the motion, member Lynn is the second. We will move to the roll call vote. Preferential vote from student board member Lee.
Yes.
Okay, member Georgino,
Yes.
member Sneed,
Yes.
member Smith,
Yes.
I'm a yes, and member Lynn.
Yes.
Okay, closing the public hearing at 5:47 PM by a vote of 5-0 in favor. So the public hearing is now closed. And we will move on to item 17C, which is approval of TCUSD's preschool name and logo. And I know we talked about this, it was in discussion information last meeting, but let's go ahead and do the motion. And a second for this item 17C.
Move to approve as presented.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay,
And so
it's been
just-
motioned. Go ahead.
Just for the record, can we say that the name is going to be the Temple City Early Learning Academy?
Yes. Thank you, member Smith. All right, so we got a motion from member Smith, a second from member Georgino. We are going to the roll call vote, preferential vote from student board member Lee.
Yes.
Okay, member Lynn,
Yes.
I'm a yes. Member Smith,
Yes.
member Georgino,
Yes.
and member Sneed.
Yes.
Okay, so Temple City's preschool name and logo have been approved with a 5-0 vote. We're excited to have that go forward, and it's named and it's got a logo, so we're really happy. Okay. All right, so we will move on to item number 18, Human Resource Services. It's the approval of CSA 105 Memorandum of Understanding 2021 Juneteenth National Independence Day holiday. Can I get a motion and a second?
I will
So-
move.
Member Sneed and is the motion, and the second goes to Member Georgino. And we will go to a roll call vote. Preferential vote from Student Board Member Lee.
Yes.
Okay. Member Smith,
Yes.
Member Georgino.
Yes.
I'm a yes. Member Lynn
Yes.
and Member Sneed.
Yes.
Okay, so item 18 passes with a vote of 5-0. And we'll move on to item number 19, which is approval of CSCA 1. Oh, yeah, okay. Hold, sorry. We'll move on to item number 19, which is approval of CSCA 823 Memorandum of Understanding 2021 Juneteenth National Independence Day holiday. Can I get a motion and a second?
I'll move.
So we've got a motion from Member Georgino and a second. I think I saw Member Lynn. And we'll go to the roll call vote. Preferential vote from Student Board Member Lee.
Yes.
Okay. Member Sneed,
Yes.
Member Lynn,
Yes.
Member Smith,
Yes.
Member Georgino,
Yes.
and I'm a yes. If we want, I don't know if we want to discuss this, but if Kim, did you want to say anything about this? It's the same as number 18 for CSA 105.
The only thing that I would like to add is that we are honoring the Juneteenth holiday for CSEA 105 and 823, and they will have until June 31st to exercise their hours that they've worked to take off, and we will work with our staff to make sure that we do that.
Okay.
And then Melissa, the years following, besides last year, the years moving forward, we're currently in negotiations regarding that topic.
Okay. All right. So that's going to be handled separately in the negotiations for the coming year
Yes.
and going forward. Okay. All right. Any questions for Tamar or Dr. Fricker? Okay. So that
Yes.
item number, yes.
Sorry, President Espinoza. I just have a question about this memorandum. So the only difference between item 18 and 19 is the difference in the, the chapter.
The unit,
of
yeah.
the CSEA chapter. And then I just wanted to clarify that we're approving the compensation of the Juneteenth holiday.
Yes, Kiana, so we're actually giving them a floating holiday. So yes, one of them is for our CSCA 823, the other one's for our CSCA 105 chapter. They're separated into two. And for last year's Juneteenth holiday, we're giving them comparable time to what they worked or what they were assigned as a floating holiday. Moving forward, we may look into either observing it as a holiday or possible comp time. That's currently in negotiations right now.
Thank you, Dr. Catararia.
You're welcome.
Anything else? Any other questions? Okay, I believe we took the vote already. So this item passes 5-0. And we'll move on to item number 20. All right, so this one is approval of the Memorandum of Understanding participation in the Classified School Employee Summer Assistance Program, CSESAP, for the 2022-23 school year for CSCA 105. Can I get a motion and a second?
Move.
All right, Member Smith.
Second.
Member Georgino, Member Smith motions, Member Georgino is the second. And is there any discussion?
I'd like to make a comment.
Yes.
I don't know why we wouldn't approve this. This is free money for our representatives who don't work a full year. They put aside a portion of their money and it gets matched by the state. So it's a nice program.
Absolutely. Anything else? Tamar, did you want to add anything?
No, it is a program that we also did last year. Some districts are electing not to participate in the summer saver. There is a small cost to the district based on the taxes that we pay. And in regards to the manpower of making sure all of this gets allocated is a little bit difficult for the business department, but we have elected to make sure that we do offer this service to our members. We did it last year and we found that there was about 90 of them that participated, and there may be more that will participate next year as well. So we did want to make sure that we had the service available.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, this
ahead.
is separated as well. One of them's for 105 and the other item is for 823.
Exactly. Yes. Thanks for pointing that out. Okay, so we can go to the vote, roll call vote. Let's go ahead and start with preferential vote from Student Board Member Lee.
Yes.
Okay, Member Sneed,
Yes.
Member Lynn,
Yes.
Member Smith,
Yes.
I'm a yes, and Member Georgino.
Yes.
Okay, so item number 20 passes with a 5-0 vote. Now we move on to item 21, which is approval of the Memorandum of Understanding MOU participation in the Classified School Employees Summer Assistance Program, CSE SAP for the year 2022-23 for CSEA 823. So the only difference here is the unit that we are approving it for. Can I get a motion in a second?
I'll
Yeah.
move.
We got Member Georgino, motion, and Member Lynn, second. Is there any discussion here? Okay,
I'm
so
glad
go ahead.
Like Member Smith pointed out, I'm glad we can do something to help our employees who, a lot of people have been there trying to get through the summer, and if we can help them in this way, I think it's a great program for them.
Yes, absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and go to the roll call vote. Preferential vote from Student Board Member Lee.
Yes.
Okay. Board Member Lynn,
Yes.
Member Sneed,
Yes.
Member Georgino,
Yes.
I'm a yes, and Member Smith.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so item 21 passes with a 5-0 vote. We're glad to have been able to get that approved. Thank you. Now we will move on to the consent agenda, which is routine items approved by one motion and one vote unless a member of the board or audience requests that any item be reviewed and voted upon separately. Do we have anybody? We only have one item in consent agenda, it looks like. So does anybody want to opt out of the vote on this one? Okay, all right. So we will go motion. Can I get a motion in a second?
Move to approve.
Okay,
Second.
motion from Member Smith, second from Member Lynn. Any comments on this one? Okay, hearing none, I'm going to go ahead and call for the roll call vote. Preferential vote from Student Board Member Lee.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a yes. Member Lynn,
Yes.
Member Smith,
Yes.
Member Georgino,
Yes.
and Member Sneed.
Yes.
Okay, so item number 22 under consent passes 5-0. And now we move on to board requests and comments. Item number 23, does any board member have any comments tonight? Yes, Member Smith.
I would like to wish everybody a happy new year.
Yes, Happy New Year, everyone. We hope that the remaining of your time off is nice and safe. And Member Sneed, you wanted to say something?
I just hope everybody had a chance during the break to get some well-deserved rest and you just cleared your mind a little bit. And hopefully as we move into the new year, we'll be, things will settle down with this new variant, and hopefully we won't have too many problems with it, but we're looking forward to better things in 2022. So Happy New Year to everybody.
Definitely. Any other board comments? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to future agenda items from board members. Item number 24, we have visual and performing arts, accelerated high school college policy, and dual language immersion. Is there anything else we want to add here? Okay, hearing no additions, I'm going to go ahead and move on to item number 25, which is additional public comment on agendized and non-agendized items. Do we have any additional public comments?
No, there were
Marie?
none. No, there were none.
Okay, no. Okay, so we are at 6 p.m. And can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
I'll move.
So we got member Smith moved and member Georgino second. I don't think we need any discussion on this one, so I'll move to the vote. Roll call vote, preferential vote from student board member Lee.
Yes.
Okay, member Smith,
Yes.
member Sneed,
Yes.
member Lynn,
Yes.
member Georgino,
Yes.
and I am a yes. So our meeting is adjourned at 6:01. And just want to talk, let you all know that our next meeting is January 26th, 2022. And want to wish you all the best New Year holiday. And let's look forward to a great 2022. All
Happy
right.
New Year.
Thanks,
Good night,
guys.
everybody.